Republican Mark Robinson goes into the November election after winning every single county across the state in the primary. He clearly won his home county of Guilford County, taking 62% of the Republican primary there, but he even took Forsyth County, where his main opponent, Dale Fwell, lives. Robinson took 49% of the vote there. He says that's because his message hits home for voters.
The mission is to grow this state, to grow its economy, as we like to say, from Murphy to Manio, so that every part of the state has economic opportunity. I believe the way that we do that and sustain that is by having a great education system.
Here are 3 things to know about Robinson ahead of this election. First, he grew up in Greensboro as the 9th of 10 kids. In 2018, Robinson gave a speech to the Greensboro City Council about gun rights. Tapes of that went viral and launched his political career. And in 2020, he became the first black lieutenant governor of North Carolina. In office, he says his main focus has been education and giving parents a voice in the classroom.
North Carolina State Treasurer Dale Fwell fell short last night to Mark Robinson. Through the race for the Republican spot for governor, he really stood up as an alternative. But even though he lost, Fwell says he will still fight for North Carolinians. The Winston-Salem native has been treasurer since 2017. He says throughout his experience as treasurer and throughout the campaign, he never forgot who he was and who he was fighting for. Fwell focused a lot on crime and public safety during his campaign. He also spoke a lot about the high cost of living and putting money back in citizens' pockets. But all in all, Fwell says his primary focus throughout the race was to represent the Republican Party he knew and put it back to where it was 50 years ago.
The Republican Party has to be a party of hope, not hate, courage, and not rage. And that's what we try to do.
Fwell says he will finish out the year trying to be the best treasurer in the history of our state.
Historically in North Carolina, the Attorney General's office is a stepping stone for candidates to move up to governor. Such was the case with Roy Cooper, and current AG Josh Stein is hoping the same is true for him. He was the clear Democrat winner last night with 69% of the vote. In his victory speech, he also focused on the economy and the struggles North Carolinians face daily.
We must build this economy from the bottom up and the middle out, not the top down. That is how we grow the middle class. The rising cost of housing, gas, groceries, medicine, and other basic needs is making life too expensive for too many families.
Here are 3 things to know about Josh Stein heading into the general election. He's currently finishing up his 2nd term as Attorney General, where he has worked on clearing the state's rape kit backlog and took on Big Pharma for opioid settlement money. He grew up in Chapel Hill and graduated from Harvard Law School. If elected North Carolina governor, he would be the first Jewish person to hold that role.